What's up, kids? Thank you for stopping by once again. Super long day, over 100 degrees here in Sacramento. Check this out. So, terrible news on a father and son who went to the Tahoe National Forest a couple days ago, and father stopped for directions and got shot by I guess it was a guy doing some a mass shooting type of spree up there. He had shot some other people, and then he got into a shootout with the cops. So the father ended up dying, and the teenage son, I guess, hiked into safety. So it made me think of a few things that I've learned from camping in the Tahoe National Forest that can be critical if you're new to that area, or if you're new to camping in general. Tahoe National Forest is the real wilderness. This is a spectacular area for camping and swimming. There are spectacular lakes, trails, fishing. This is what postcards are made of. It's just it's a phenomenal area, but don't confuse this with Lake Tahoe, where the resorts and casinos and all the other fun stuff is. And there's a lot of people there, and there's a lot of people ready to help if you get in trouble. This side, in this side of the part of the state, in Northern California, it's very, very remote. It's desolate. That is why some of these lakes and campsites are spectacular, because you have them all to yourself. And so I'm going to cover a few things that if you're new to camping in that area, or maybe camping in general at elevation, you really have to do. Okay, number one, don't get lost. So either have a good set of maps, or on Google Maps, download the map of where you'll be, because you're not going to have cell signal. You cannot count on cell signal up in the, especially where these guys were in the Downeyville area. There's a few areas that have good enough signal, and a lot of area, especially the trails, that have absolutely no signal. So you cannot use your maps to guide you. But if you downloaded the map ahead of time, it does work, because your GPS on your phone should still work in the mountains, even if you have 0 bars, 0 cell signal. So do this ahead of time. Make room on your phone, download that map on Google Maps, and be ready for that. And of course, bring maps just in case. But you don't want to get lost up there. Speaking of getting lost, be ready with an extra set of keys for your car. Have your spare tire ready to go. Have that run flat liquid, the can, just in case. Have a hopefully a mobile charger, mobile charging station, or at least jumper cables. But be ready in case something happens, and be prepared, knowing that you may not see anyone for a night or several hours, or if you're lucky, maybe you do run into someone. But as the story, this news story shows us, even when you run into someone and you ask for help, something real bad could happen. So you have to be ready for that. Another thing, Tahoe National Forest, is you gotta be ready for all the weather. It can be real hot during the day, which is why some of the water is very, very swimmable and just a blast to be around. And then at night, it can be freezing. Sometimes it just rains in the middle of the summer. So you have to be ready for all of that. Okay, bring the right gear. Bring an emergency whistle. If you're hiking by yourself or with just a few people, invest in the GPS emergency beacon technology. There's many out there. Do your homework. But at a minimum, I would have a very loud whistle. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy, but a whistle can be heard from very far, and it can help if you get in trouble. Obviously, you know, this is more basic camping stuff, but always be ready to make a fire, because a fire can also be seen from a very far range in case you need to get rescuers' attention. So, hope this helps. Again, I can't tell you enough how spectacular the Tahoe National Forest, especially around the Downeyville area, can be. That system of lakes is something that it's really a should be in everyone's bucket list. And for us, our family, we cannot wait to go back and spend more time in that area. But you have to be ready for it. Again, don't confuse Tahoe National Forest with Lake Tahoe. This is the real deal wilderness. We have had bears come through our campsite. You see deer everywhere, possums, rats, squirrel, you name it. You are definitely you're in for a real experience, and I hope that you have a chance to get out there and have a great time. If I miss anything that you guys consider would be critical, especially for this area, share it below, and let's hopefully we can get a community conversation going. I doubt that I hit all the critical items, but if you do this, I think you'll be in good shape. Of course, I didn't cover all the basic camping best practices and gear that you should have. This is specific to that area, that Tahoe National Forest at elevation. You have to be ready. Thanks for stopping by. Be safe, and condolences to the family in that news story. Horrific, and this just happened, by the way. So there you go, guys. Hope this was useful. See you around.